Welcome to International Securities Exchange's podcast series. Facilitated by renowned educators, ISE podcasts are intended to teach beginning as well as seasoned investors the ins and outs of trading. To find an updated list of podcasts, please visit www.ise.com/podcasts. Please be sure to listen to our important message following this episode regarding the risks of investing in exchange-traded options.
So if I get a little bit of a rally, it's not a huge rally, but a little bit of a bump based on the index, then here's where I am on volatility. Here's where I am on P&L over a range of volatility. Now the thought here is, well, if I get that rally, now remember this is actually a strangle, so it could work in either direction, but I'm looking at a rally in price. If I get a rally in price, and I get a little bump in vol, which is a possibility, that's really kind of the sweet spot for me. And that's what this magenta line would be. It's a positive case scenario. But even with prices unchanged, if I'm right that vols start to rebuild, I have some chance, and that's the green line a month from now. I hope that wasn't overkill in that expression, in that explanation. But I think that
was really great, Stan.
I think that's really useful, and I think sometimes, frankly, Steve, even our TradeStation clients who use the we call it the position chart, a standard P&L diagram, they forget that it's not just P&L over price is a possibility, but I can look at P&L over vol. What will vol do to my position? And
right,
and
especially.
Go ahead, Steve.
Especially if you're looking at straddles and strangles, that's exactly what you want to look at. It's perfect.
Right, and that's the scenario I laid out, given that we were just examining volatility, how much it's come down, still may be high historically, but how much it's come down over this period in the currencies.
Hey, Stan, I'm going to ask you a question that's probably, this might come later, but how would someone open an account at TradeStation? Is there a way that you guys can, get people interested, or I've had a couple people asking me that kind of thing. Do they just contact you, or is there any way that they could see all the different functionality before opening an account? I don't know. Do you want to expand on that?
The ideal thing, we don't give out the platform until an account is established.
Okay.
We supply a lot of bandwidth to clients, and that's what we focus on. But we do have a demo movie that you can view streaming, or that we can send you in hard media, if you want a CD. And it's about a 20 or 25-minute movie that walks through the major features of charting, of indicators, of options analysis, the search, the position chart window, the order entry tools. We haven't even focused on the order entry tools. If I pop open the order entry, this is the main order entry tool here, and we have one, of course, for equities, options, futures, forex.
Right.
And we have, we're capable of, obviously these would have to route to ISE. These are your options, but there are multiple routes there for others in a competitive marketplace, as well as some additional tools. We have hotkey order entry. I think the best thing to do is if you go to our site, TradeStation.com, or you can call the phone number you flashed up there before. I'm sure you'll put it back in a little bit, 800-808-9336. If you contact me personally, I'll put you in touch with one of our brokers. I am a licensed broker, but I don't handle account opening and account servicing. That's the guys handle that in Florida and Chicago. Mm-hmm. And they can give you the details on what it takes to open an account. Keep in mind, and I'll speak from your point of view, Steve, as well, that these trade in a stock account. These in particular trade in a stock account. They're stock options from a regulatory and clearing point of view. They're stock options or index options, I guess. But that's all on the stock side. So you'd set up a stock account, have it approved properly for options trading, go through that paperwork. Our brokers can help you work your way through all that. The minimum account funding at TradeStation is $5,000. So that'll set up the account. If the account dips below that, that's okay. Please be prudent with your capital. Think about what you have available for risk. $5,000 is to establish the account, but do consider your risk carefully. That we would love you to have you as a client, but we'd like to keep you around as well. Our educational work, we do a tremendous number of web-based classes. In fact, we're kicking one off today that my colleagues are webcasting, a For Clients class today. We also have archive. We have over 40 hours of archived instruction, books in hard copy and in PDF, and they cover the range of different markets, how to use TradeStation, all the way to Easy Language, which is our custom formatting, custom formula language. Some of you may have heard of Easy Language. You may be a little bit intimidated by it. It is learnable. We know how to teach it to people. And if you're interested in custom formulas for technical analysis, for options analysis as well, we can teach you that, and TradeStation is the platform for that.
And how do they do that? You have classes online, Stan?
Yeah, we offer the new, I'm calling it new client classes, getting started with TradeStation. We offer online.
Okay.
We offer different topics online as well. In other words, a 1-hour presentation on unique charting types, a 1-hour presentation with more detail on the options tools, a 1-hour presentation on understanding the database. How do I get to market internals so I can, analyze the 52-week highs and lows and the ticks and ticky and trin, understanding the database and getting to that. We offer those online as well. The live classes that we offer are focused primarily on Easy Language, which is our formula language. And those we do in lab environments. We have a lab in Florida. We have a lab in Chicago. We rent space in other cities as necessary. And those are the classes where people really roll up their sleeves and work on creating custom formulas for technical analysis, for options analysis, for strategies. That's all detailed on the website. And our account reps can give you all the information on those as well. And we price those very inexpensively. They're customer service.
Right.
We basically want to cover renting a room and bringing in, coffee and pastries and things like that.
Right.
I'm trying to take a look in the question box. I don't know if anything else came in, Steve. I know you're always a good moderator, so you'd give me a heads up.
I'm trying to do that. Just a couple comments that you love. Andrew says, great job. Had someone else say, great job.
Thank you.
Why does, at this point,
Stan will wrap up his side, but why doesn't, if you have any questions, now's the time to fire away, whether it's, technical analysis, what can TradeStation do? Stan can probably either tell you or he can lead you in the right direction, or if it's options, functionality. Obviously, there's so much here at TradeStation. He can't show you it all in 40 minutes, but any questions, please fire away. We have Stan here.
While we keep that open, I'll make a couple other points, and we'll see if some questions come in. One of the things that I would mention is Steve just mentioned Las Vegas. I had the privilege of seeing Steve at the Forex show we were both at in Las Vegas, and of course I'll be again in Las Vegas in November at the Las Vegas Traders Expo. That's one of the major annual shows, and we'll be presenting our options analysis tools and other parts of the platform. I'll be there. Some of my colleagues, obviously from Florida and Chicago, will be there as well. And we can see you there in a few months. If you open an account between now and then, come over and say hello, because one of the things we do at the show is we love to see current customers and help them out and give them some advice and chat with them. And many of them are people I see at training classes around the country, as well as meet them online.
Thank you for listening to our podcast. To find more podcasts on options, stocks, alternative markets, and market data, please visit www.ise.com/podcasts.